Hello, everyone. Can you take please 10 minutes to see the pieces? There's a video there, you can, and then we start.
Is that okay? Do you want to keep it on?
Huh?
Do you want to keep it on? Yeah. And Michelle?
Ruth.
Okay. Sarah, Michelle.
Hi.
Or,
No, you can start.
okay. Hi, if we're all assembled and ready, we're going to start with some words from Marisabel. Really happy to be hosting this, and it's going to be a solo presentation for tonight. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am very happy to be here. Thank you so much to Jan van Eyck for the opportunity to have this moment to share. It's like very special, this moment, because it's like we are very near to the end, so it's quite a thing. Thank you so much, everyone. I would like to start the presentation saying thank you to some people who helped me in this process, because I believe that sometimes contemporary art is very lonely, but in the same time it's not possible without people. So thank you to Ruth, Pallavi, Gladys, Rob, Metichan, Cosi, Simon, Mert, Giselle, Sergio, Jose, Gabi, Susie, Aster, my therapist, and all the advisors and the people who work at Jan van Eyck. Thank you so much. Viva Peru. I would like to, I will start with the beginning. I will telling you chronological how this project started, and like tell you a little bit why these things are here and how I did. The project, the name is So Much Sadness from So Many Things, They, Them. At the beginning of the residence, like many of you know, my father died, so after 2 months I have to go to Peru again. And it was sad, but it was also very funny. Also, I picked, and this phrase was a lot of in my mind, not only for this context, also because the context that we are living now, I think that a lot of us feel that sadness, and in general, I think it's very general. So I was thinking a lot of this, that we have so much sadness from so many things. And well, my thinking was a lot about this phrase, and in a way I try to embrace how to talk about sadness, but in a funny way. So this is the production of thinking about sadness, this group of works. In the same way that I was thinking a lot about sadness, I was thinking a lot of my melody. She is my melody. My melody is a rabbit. This started because 1 year ago, someone asked me which Sanrio character you are. And I say, no, I am cute and creepy, like the meme before. And this person laughed, and we laughed. Since then, like, for the people that who don't know, Sanrio is the company to create Hello Kitty and this, and there's like 50 characters. So I started to think a lot of these characters because I was thinking the relationship the people develop with fiction characters. In the same way, I was thinking how something amazing about queerness and about they, them is the possibility that we can love objects, and we can love fictional characters, and we can love persons, and we can love our pets, like in the same level of affection. It's not like a difference. And that thing is something that I am really very into, because this is not hierarchy of affection, sorry. I think it's very important to think. So I was developed this, and my melody stuck in my head, because my melody all the time she used this hoodie that you can see here. So for a lot of years I used to use a hoodie, a hat. The hat was so important to me that I make a project about the hat. This is from 2018. So I make a whole project about the hat, and I did a lot of hoodies. So I was wondering why my melody used all the time this hoodie in her head, and I was thinking, some autistic person, we use some things because we feel safe. And not only the person who are in the spectrum, maybe some of you have this thing that make you feel safe. So I was thinking that Melody, maybe she used this hoodie because she felt safe. So I start to think in that, and then I start to think what will happen if Melody comes to real world, and what will she do? So I start to think, well, my Melody is a bunny, the bunny live together in a way. So I start to think all that type of things. Also I was thinking maybe my Melody can be they and them. Well, for that I wrote a letter to my Melody to talk with her about this. My English is very bad, so if you can read with me, it will be amazing. You have, wait, I forgot. I also made this piece that is the hoodie. That is the studio. I didn't bring it. You are going to see in the open studio. And because I was thinking in these spaces that you feel like safe. So I did the hoodie with this thing that I found in Peru when I went for my dad. And in the middle, I put these things that are hard, and the balls are the hair of my cat, Susie. Because I was thinking if Melody have this object to feel safe, maybe I should put something also there that made me feel good. So I put the hair of Susie. So each time that I pet her, I put the balls in there. I have to complete the balls. I don't do it yet. These are paintings and things that I start to do. This other thing that I was thinking, I also made I tried to think, I want to do like, we have a hack from a bunny or a cat or something that have this type of paws. So I made these two teddy bear paws that you can see in my studio, you can see in open studio, I don't bring there. And you can go in and you can feel like a hug. Because I was thinking in affection and these things. Well, these are the bunnies here. This is my favorite. So I will give you the text. You can pass, please. Also, if you can come close, I will appreciate, so I don't have to yell when I talk, when I read. Artists. I don't know if this is enough.
Pass it on.
Maybe I think some of you can share because it's not enough. There. Okay. I think that text is more clear than me. But what does it mean to love a day base? To love a boy who is a flower, that is a girl who is a cat, that is a train. So much sadness from so many things, they them. Dear Melody, what Sanrio character are you? None. I am creepy and cute. My Melody is a bunny who wears a pink hood. She lives with her friends in the marine forest. She always wears a hood to cover or protect her 2 ears. My Melody always carries it with her. It's something like magic, as if the hood could protect her from something, or maybe like that thing that we treasure or wear to feel safe. Maybe it's the same for her and her hood. The characters belongs to the Sanrio Group, a Japanese company that create characters like Hello Kitty in 1975. My Melody have 50 years this year. It's her birthday. I can write your name because I don't know your name, but I don't know who you are, I don't know you, and you don't know me. I don't know my Melody. Someone introduced her to me a year ago. She comes across as soft, sweet, and strange. I don't know her, but somehow I felt moved by her. I watched a few episodes of the cartoon on YouTube, and I was really touched by how tender the character is. As I watched it, I felt it was something I wanted to own and take care of. When I think of my melody, I think of all the time I seen her drawing thousands of times on different walls, in different places, or reinterpreted on various products for different occasions: children's parties, graffiti, socks, stickers. My melody replicas alter the original designs to avoid patent issues. In this way, my melody is reinterpreted thousands of times, copied by the commercial, industrial, and by humans. Thousands of other drawings of the bunny, drawings that perhaps resemble the people who draw them more than the original My Melody. Gabby told me, not this Gabby, other Gabby, the power of identifying with a misshapen drawing, something that resembles something that we know but isn't quite that thing either. But we say, that's me, I am. Or when we fall in love with a fictional character, and that character represents us in all its deformity, or not humanity, or animality, in the plurality of existence. If my melody lives in the human world, what relationship will we have with them? What feelings will they have? Will they be sad like us? They will be they, them? How my melody could relocate to the present, and what it would transform into if I brought her to this moment is an original version as a bunny. A bunny that lives in a herd of 14 bunnies, that move, that jumps, that eats. A bunny dressed in jeans as both skin and clothing. Perhaps my melody could be a random bunny, but that wasn't a bunny, but looked like a bunny. But also looks like something else, a guinea pig, a rat, a cat. Like Gabby said, a misshapen drawing we identify with precisely because of that ambiguity, they, them. Maybe in that ambiguity, we can answer which Sanrio character we are. We are in that not bunny, not my melody, not rat, who live with others who also operate in that indefinition. A group of bunnies who live together, cry together, sleep together, and dress the same, who say, I love you, me too. Thank you so much. Some questions?
Any questions? Specific question. I wanted to ask you about these. So you were talking about all of the iterations of graffitis and handmade images and replicas, and I was wondering if these have anything to do with that.
Yes, when I start to paint and drawing this, I want to misshapen my melody, like taking off of the character, and I start to think that other possibilities of being related with her, and think like the possibility to this like so trendy character can be again had feeling again, because you know this type of characters, it in a way are consuming our sensibility. Sometimes it's very, very problematic. But in the same way, it's very real because we really develop feelings for these things. So I think this edge between that things for me is very interesting. For that, I was trying to find like a melody possible to exist in this age, in a way. Yes.
And maybe like also give the entity, the not quite knowable entity, some kind of agency, and like compared to all the cute, you know, all of these cute objects that are repeating. I'm curious, like what, yeah, for one, like what's your take on cute proliferation? And
at the beginning of the resident, I was very into the topic, and I was reading about the theory, but then I quit to that because I felt that because it's something that of cute that, like I was saying, is very problematic, but it's also very true. So I want to focus in that true. Also, when I did this bunny, for example, I don't want to do like cute bunnies. One of them, I don't know, my friends laugh and say, this looks like a rat, like I don't, someone say like a dildo. And I want to relocate this and take off like, not take off the cuteness, but think the bunnies from other sides.
From like avant-garde fashion, or from fashion, like a fashion line, or
yeah, maybe.
Sameness, some kind of semi-sameness.
Yes, that's true too.
I have more questions, but I don't. Yes. Oh my God. Take it out.
I was thinking about the thing you said about how the replicas are done to avoid like copyright, and now you have. It's really interesting how like we as users, or the sort of internet public, is always obsessed with making cute things a bit scary. And you know, when like Winnie the Pooh entered the public commons, and I think when he turned 100, he enters the public commons, they immediately made Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Same thing with Mickey Mouse. I think they wait till the birthday and then they enter the public commons. So I really like this like tension that you draw between something being cute, being harmless or innocent, and then this kind of sharpness is like the danger. But then now you're bringing us like between those two things. And yeah, is that something you want to explore with those also, like the idea of like comfort and hugging and squeezing, and then that like danger of like love becoming suffocating as well, you know?
I use the sharpest because one, I found the aluminum very posh and very elegant, and that was, I think, was very funny to use for put bunnies. Also, I choose the metal also because it's strong, but also because I want to think how the metal, that is something very strong and very well known, can be soft again. And play with that, like turn the metal in a way, in an ideological way, or in a visual way, soft, no? Like how these tiny pieces of metal can be like ears or paws. For that, that is what I feel with the metal.
And how do you like explore the realm of like queerness through these materials? Yeah.
I think queerness for me in the project is the possibility to have different affections, and the fiction that they are there together, living together, that my melody is there with them together in the same level, in the same condition, the same way that we love like humans. And yes, there.
Do you want a conceptual or a curatorial question next? Do you want a conceptual question or a curatorial question next?
No.
You get to choose.
No.
None? Okay, anybody? No.
It's good.
I choose?
Yeah.
Okay, the curatorial is more basic. Why is that video just so great, so small? And then, like, I understand the titling, but what's going on?
Because I want that all the things was like bunny scale.
Bunny
Scale. So I wanted the people go down.
Okay, so Bunny can watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Okay. And then this is like a headline.
Yeah, this is like how it is. It's the lower that was possible.
Okay. But yeah, not every, this is human scale, that's bunny
Yes.
scale, so like everyone.
But
yeah.
yes, the bunny, I want this, and this has the same scale.
Okay.
Bunny scale. So the bunnies can see the video.
All right, so the next one. What you kind of oscillate in the text a bit about, like, first you talk about owning, wanting to own my melody, and this idea of kind of this individual feeling of like not being identified, but also there's a sense of like, being together on a team, wearing a little bit of the same fabric, so not being a replica, right, but like having some kind of collectivity or commonness. And I'm just like, I don't know, maybe you can talk about that position. Maybe it's about that position of like being between, but
About collectivity?
collectivity versus like the way that you deal with like the individual wanting and desire, or individuality and collectivity, like through my melody and through your love of my melody.
I think that I put that in the text because I was thinking a lot on how we need to be in community, and the necessity that we have in being together and found things that they're still together. And I think that Bonnie was a good example because they live in herd, no? They live like together. They need to live together. And animals have this necessity for that type of contact. So I think the projects a bit embrace this type of collective, sorry. So, and for that also the they, them, no? I think be they, them with someone is really nice and make you feel, I don't know, I have a sticker in WhatsApp that say strong they, them, and it's a cat, like, this type of things, no? The stay together with us, yes.
Having a team or a crew.
Yes, exactly, have a crew. They are a crew.
Questions? Yeah.
Thank you for the presentation. Can you talk a little bit about the sound? Does the sound go with this video?
Yes.
Or is it like...
No, it's the video, from the video.
Yeah, okay.
About the sound?
Yeah.
The sound is from the video. There's the bunnies that are crying a lot. And the sound, I work with an artist from Peru, Aster. He's a DJ and an artist, a visual, amazing artist. And I talked with them for collaborating with the audio, so we was talking, and he developed the audio, and we was talking and doing together the thing. And the main topic was doing very watering. I want to listen to that water going. That was the main thing.
So like you commissioned it from him, or it's like a collaboration?
We were together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Hi.
Also, the audio is going to be in the whole installation all the time, so you found the video.
Hi. Yeah. First of all, like, thank you very much for the presentation. I was really moved by all this, delicate and like tender approach of what a melody like could be. So my question is about like making copies and its relation with the affection. For example, once you like mention about the reinterpretations, like in terms of graffiti, sax and things, so it always has this a bit like commercial and like overwhelming feeling that it becomes copied and copied. But I feel like in your like presentation, it also shows the like multitude of what a character can be, and yeah, how it affects your affection to the melody, and is it also a way to kind of reach their essence or something?
Yeah. I was thinking about you in Facebook. There's this page that is ugly drawings. I don't know, it's very Latin thing. Ugly drawings, and the people put a lot of ugly drawings, no? But at the end, this drawing, we identify with that drawings. Also, we identify with that multiplicity, like with this repetition of things. And it's something very from Latin America. We have these things that there's like, you go in the street and it's like the commercial thing is everywhere, and you can find like thousands of versions of something. But it's really fascinating how the people reinterpret things for sell more or for make their own, no? And it's, I don't know, you go to, it's like you go to the street and you see maybe the same thing, but it's so different, so personal from that person who did that. Is fascinated. And I think the most fascinated about, it's not my melody, it's the old repetition that you found about her or about everything. Mm-hmm. That's my main, I don't know if I...
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks very much for the presentation. I find it really beautiful, this sense of liminality between almost like two opposite poles. For example, the use of metal that is harsh and it's very cutting, like the rough edge, you can see it can mostly hurt you, but then you have this soft material or just colors. Same as, I think, the bunnies. Somehow, for me, they're cute creatures. They're something for kids to be hugged. But at the same time, I think in your text, you're saying like using the denim jeans fabric, they're both the clothes and the skin. I think this is also really beautiful because when I look at them, I cannot also not think about some sexual connotation with, jeans as part of legs, your lower body, and it's broken here and you can see something through. And just following this way of thinking, I was thinking about the idea of love and community that you're talking about here, like when formulating within a community, and you said, here it says, I love you, me too, it's about this reciprocal relationship.
Sorry. That's my bill. Sorry.
Yeah, but I just followed this thought. I was thinking about what about the people that still in relation with you or your community, but are not part of the community, like cannot be included within it. I don't know if you make it clear.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry, maybe it was not.
Sorry, I don't know. I think that community works for some people and don't work for others, and I think both are good, and it's fine. And I also feel that it's not a community that has to be together. Sometimes we have mental community. I don't know, happen to some of that you do something, and maybe in Australia the people is doing the same. And for me, that's a type of community. Yeah, it's not about being together physically, it's about thinking. Like, I don't know, happened to me that I was doing cakes for projects, and I was in Switzerland, and suddenly I saw in Instagram in Mexico, someone was doing the same. And for me, it's amazing that, no? Because it's like connections or thinking that are around, and that's a community too, no? We don't have to be together. Thank you. Huh? There's no bunny in the room. There's no bunny in the room. No?
Are there any fans in the room? Are there any fans or any like partial crew members or?
Me?
Any fans? Just wondering,
Internet.
like melody fans.
I love internet. Like everyone. I don't like my melody. I'm not a fan. Huh?
Yeah. No, yeah, I didn't mean like you necessarily. It's just me. Yeah, but it's just us humans here and these non-replicas, I think.
I think my own community is my cat. Mm-hmm. Me and her, we are a community.
If I'll do one more comment and we can leave it. But I was just thinking about the kind of meeting people everywhere, or like finding similarities everywhere thing. I was thinking about this. You were talking about this Latin American specificity of like having drawings kind of everywhere on the street, but there's also like this in between commercial and like vernacular thing where people are hired to paint a sign for a store, right, or a bus or whatever, and like they just kind of free paint it, but then people take, and so it's not meant to be wrong, but then people take that as well, and like that becomes kind of taken, or like a rebello. And I was just wondering if you were thinking about that kind of.
About the vernacular, how is, I think.
Or not even that, like people who are pros, but they just free draw, and it's just their version. But it's first, they're hired.
I think the project came a lot from that place, because it's how in Peru the things, like you found the things in the street, basically, no? I found this melody thing in a big market of a lot of things. Like you found this vernacular thing is not separate with it's in the daily life, I think. It's very together. Yes.
Thank you for the presentation. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Take this too. One more minute on.
Can I ask one last random question?
Yes.
How do you feel about empathy? Because I feel like your project is coming from a very non-hierarchical and very genuine point. So it's still empathy is an relevant notion in your practice or your way of working.
In my practice, for me, it's very important that you don't feel like the pieces like something very far away. I really like when the people really engage with the pieces because they came from, in my work, came from very common spaces, no? It's our bunnies. And our bunnies are made with your pants.
Oh, yeah.
And I like this, that we can develop these relations with our pieces, in my case, with my pieces. I like that people came and say hello to the bunnies. I love that. I think I like this type of relation because I love objects. I love my things. And I treat them like persons or like that with the same love. So yes, you can, yes. I know it's empathic.
And all right, the catwalk. Last question.
Okay.
So fashion, the catwalk. Let's hear more.
I really want to do a catwalk, when in this case bunny walk, of bunnies fashion in the passerelle. I really want to do for that. I did this passerelle, and for that also I take aluminum because I think it will be very fancy and very, very elegant. That 14 bunnies walks around this like in a passerelle because they are modeling for me, no? In a way. For that, each bunny belongs to one bunny. For example, the Sylvester bunny, the English bunny, which one of everyone belongs to one bunny, like one natural bunny. And I want that they have their own personality and also make like their own clothes, no, and play a little bit. They are in a parade. Yes.
Not a competition. It's not like the World Cup of
they are
bunnies
together
or something.
modeling. For that, I did this open because they are over there. They go in.
And no cats.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Unless there's okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
They have names?
Who knows? They don't tell me. They don't want to say me.
Okay.
Thank you.